So everybody is looking for trends, and health is another thing that is trending right now. Everybody is saying, oh, I need to be in better shape, I need to look better, I'm going to do some shots and whatnot. So let's talk about things that are actually trending today and things that I believe I can be of help to you guys. So let's start first with the list, and then we'll go one by one. So thing number one of the things that coming up is quality of sleep. Quality of sleep, it's also related to circadian rhythms, it's also related to stress management. So all those three things are extremely important in today's wellness, and a lot of people talk about it. Some people know how to help you, some people just have the theory. I can actually give you some tips and practical things that I'm doing right now. The next one is diet rich with proteins and fiber. Again, we know for years that people were told don't eat fats, eat more carbs, but going back and forth between those two, but very little attention was paid to proteins and fiber. But those two things are actually very important because proteins are building blocks for our body, and fiber is responsible for our microbiome, but we'll get to it in a second. The next one is regular exercise. And regular exercise, again, many people say I exercise regularly 3 times per week. Not necessarily my thing, but we'll talk about it because it relates to your stress management, it relates to your lifespan, which we'll talk in a second, and relates to many other things in general. The next thing is supportive social environment. This is your community. Whether you believe it or not, people around you impact how you look, how you feel, what you eat, and what you drink. And if you have people who supporting your healthy choices, you moving into the better direction, healthier direction. And if people around you eat fast food, drink alcohol, smoke, then guess the chances that you're going to remain on a healthy path probably slim to none. So let's go one by one. One of the things I didn't mention, but it actually goes to all of the things, is the difference between biohacking versus biohacking. And I actually did not know much about those things before, but now when I researching and doing more about health and wellness, I realized that those two things are consecutive. And until recently, biohealing was kind of on the back burner. Nobody talked about it, but everybody was talking about biohacking. We do this, we do that, we improve this, we improve that, we get more performance, we get more energy. But here's the problem. If you start to improve performance on the body that is not functioning properly, you actually put in an updated software on the broken computer. So that before you start to upgrade something, you have to first make sure that the thing that you upgraded, your body, functions properly. So that's where the biohealing comes in, and this is the process of naturally healing your body, bringing it to the normal state of function first, and then if you are functioning normally, then you can improve it. So pay attention to things that you are listening to and what you're doing, because those things are important. You cannot upgrade something that's broken. You have to fix it first. Now, the next thing, I talked about sleep quality, and let's put all of those things under the stress management. Right now, only lazy people don't say that I'm stressed out. Everybody is under stress because of disease, because of political and financial environment, because of their work, because of other people around them. And stress is dangerous to us on multiple levels. It contributes to our digestive disease, it contributes to cardiovascular system, it contributes to cancer. So from whichever angle you look at our health, stress is damaging us, and it also causes us to be more acidic, which contributes to all those previous things. So how do we deal with stress? Thing number one, sleep. Our body has to recover from the day of work, and if you don't sleep properly, if you don't sleep on the according to circadian rhythms, your body is not getting the restoration. If it doesn't get the restoration, doesn't get the repair, then guess what? It's continuing to break, and eventually it gets to the point of no return. So sleep is important. What we talk about sleep, you have to be in bed no later than 11 p.m., better 10 p.m., and you should stay in sleep at least until 2-3 a.m. Now, obviously, some people work night shifts, so they have to do it, and there's really no cure to that. But as long as they sleep at least 6-7 hours per day, at least they get in their body at the time needed to recuperate. They missing the crucial time of the day, but at least if they get the sleep number of hours, it's better than nothing. Now, next part of the stress management is exercise. And many people think about exercise, by the way, I just saw it right now, if you're doing it for health or for aesthetics. You want to look good or you want to feel good. Those things not necessarily go together. If you want to have big muscles, they not necessarily come with good health. If you want to have good health, you not necessarily have to have big muscles to begin with. I consider myself fairly healthy and I don't have big muscles. I have functional body that is able to do the things I need to do, carry my girls around, do the things, do the work in the backyard, help my parents, whatever I need to actually do as a man or human, because some women also do it a lot and some other people, but you have to have a functional body. And that's where exercise come in, and that's why I'm saying doing it once or twice per week, or even 3 times per week is not enough. Your body has to be moving daily. There are certain rhythms during the day which your body needs to move more and which has to move less. Again, if you want to know more about it, please reach out to me. I will be happy to help you. The next one is circadian rhythms. I already mentioned them multiple times. There is a time in the day when we have to be sleeping, when we have to be eating, and when we have to be exercising. And if we do it in different times, not the ones that are designed for our body, guess what? You put in your body in more stress, and more stress is not good. Even if you're thinking you're doing the right thing, you're eating well, but you're eating in the wrong time. You're exercising, but you're exercising in the wrong time. You're sleeping, but you're not sleeping when you need to be sleeping. All those things contributing to not being healthy. Now, what else? Diet, proteins and fibers. I already mentioned that proteins are your building blocks. And if you don't have enough protein in your meals, if your kids don't get enough proteins in their meals, don't ask why my child is sick constantly. Don't ask why my child is not growing well. Don't ask why your child is not performing well in school. All of those things directly related to the amount of protein in their food. Second thing, fibers. Same thing. If your child have issues with digestion, if they have issues with the immune system, if they have issues with the proper function of their brain, they cannot process information correctly, it is because your intestine doesn't function properly, because it doesn't have enough fiber, which is a food and a cleansing for your intestine, and that's why you get what you get. So make sure you pay attention to the fiber and the proteins in your meals. And finally, we'll stop at the supportive environment, supporting community. We are the average of the 5 people around us, and it doesn't matter what we're talking about, health, wellness, wealth, habits, whatever it is. If you live around of people who are smoking, drinking, and not eating well, you will be one of those 6 people who are not eating, drinking, and smoking. If you are along with people who exercise and who live in healthy lifestyle, you will be getting better and stronger and healthier. I'll give you one example. We were in a conference with one of my colleagues who stayed in the room with me. So guess what? He usually exercises after work in the gym, but while we were staying together, he would exercise with me in the morning. He will even try to stand on my nail board, and that was kind of extreme from get-go, but he tried it. So he had that experience, and guess what? If he stayed with me for a week, for a month, his lifestyle would be changed completely. And this is what I'm offering to you guys and girls. If you want to change your lifestyle, I'm giving you my hand and I'm offering you to walk you through this process, the process that I have been going through for the last 7.5 years. I can share with you every step of my way, and you can do the same for yourself, and eventually you will be able to pass it on. So if you want to be healthy, live happy, live longer, remember that your health is in your hands, and you want to make sure that your life span, the duration of time that you're going to live on this earth, will come as close as possible to your health span, which is the time of your life when you are healthy, functional, when you're cognitively well, and when you can perform at the top of your abilities. So if you're interested, reach out to me. These are the 2026 wellness trends, and you can take advantage of them because I know how to do it. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.